Representative Brandt Smith, presenting House Bill 1042, and I'd like to begin by just stating the rationale for the bill, and then I'll present some other facts, but a little background as to how this bill came about. Back several weeks ago, there was an article in my hometown newspaper that indicated a petition to turn Arkansas State University into a campus sanctuary status. It was right there on the front page. I usually read the paper about 6 o'clock in the morning, sometimes a little earlier, but by a little bit before 7, my phone started ringing and constituents were asking me, what are you going to do about this? As if it were all of a sudden my problem. And I looked into it a little bit further. I reached out to some of the folks at Arkansas State University. They indicated at the time that they would not be supporting a petition of this nature. And I said, well, let me just present to you that I need to go ahead and prepare a bill, run it through the legislature to give you a little more support when these types of things come up. So this is how the bill was born. I would tell you that the first iteration of that bill has changed. I think it's been amended probably 2 times with numerous edits throughout the bill, but the primary focus of the bill still remains true, that we will not, this bill states, will not support any college or university institution of higher education in the state of Arkansas as a sanctuary campus. And so as I met with the Attorney General's office here at the Capitol and staff, we began to go back through the bill and deal with some language, some issues that were more, I suppose, would increase the nature or the involvement of the AG's office. I took that language out. I didn't want to overwhelm the AG's office and her staff. I met with the chief legal counsel for ASU, and we actually amended several words that would make it more palatable in some ways to administrators around the state. And so the bill that is actually on the calendar right now is a different bill than the bill that I originally prepared. I've been asked by several, why are you doing this? And there are 5 reasons, and I'll just share them for you now. Number 1, respect for the rule of law. We're a nation of laws. We have, there's no reason for us to say, well, I like this law, but I hate this law, so I'll live by this law, but I'm not gonna follow the law on some other issue. It's not a, I'll take what I like and throw the rest of our nation's laws in the trash can. And so it's based on the rule of law. Secondly, it's respect for the taxpayers of the state of Arkansas. The majority of support that I have received in phone calls and in text messages as well as emails have clearly stated, Representative Smith, as a taxpayer in the state of Arkansas, I don't want my money going to a campus that initiates a sanctuary policy. And so that's part of the rationale. But third, respect for the intended purposes of higher education. We simply need to keep our focus on academics, not on chaos, anarchy, and law breaking. If we're going to be a state and a nation of laws, we need to keep our focus. We need to encourage our students who are actively pursuing degrees in higher education, academic pursuit, whether it's research, whether it's just finishing a bachelor's degree, or let's back up and say an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's, or that terminal degree, a PhD. These are tough academic milestones, and to clutter all of that up with chaos and anarchy on our campuses is a travesty, and it's an injustice to those serious-minded students that simply want to go to school, get their degree, move on, and be successful in life. But number 4, it provides support to higher education administrations to oppose petition drives of this nature. I've met with several different administrators at our universities and colleges, and they want something to support their position of we can't break federal law. We don't want to break federal law.